Hi, I'm Chef Andy with AndySpice.com. Today I'm just going to put together some meal prep meals. I had a great holiday and we ate a lot and I ate a lot of bad stuff. So this week going into the new year is going to be really important that I eat very healthy and get back on track. So what I do is I go to Trader Joe's and I get a bunch of their pre-cooked chicken breasts. Here's a package right here, and then I open all the packages up and I have a bunch of chicken that I can use for meal prep. So this is a quick and easy way that you can get yourself back on track too. And I'm going to make it all taste really, really good. These actually aren't bad by themselves. They've been seasoned, but I'm going to just show you a few tricks that I've got to make it more interesting so that you look forward to that meal and you don't forget about it and eat out. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to continue opening my chicken breasts throughout the video because I still have more. Each chicken breast is about 27 grams of protein, and I want about twice of that. So I'm going to just double up on the protein. I'm also going to clean up some vegetables. I have some broccolini and asparagus, and I'm going to grill some onions, and then I'm going to roast some cauliflower rice. So I bought this at Trader Joe's as well. And I'll show you how I make that super simple and easy and delicious so that I'll have about six meals. I think I've got six containers. I have about 6 containers of meal prep, and that would get me through the next couple of days. And so I'm happy about this. Let's get started. For the cauliflower rice, I will put some aluminum foil down on my tray. You can use a silicone mat if you don't want the tin foil. The whole purpose of the tin foil is to keep the pan from getting too dirty and too caked on so that you don't have to stand there and scrub it all day. So you put a layer of tin foil down. I spray it with a healthy spray. By a healthy spray, I mean one that's not just all chemicals. It's oil and then a little bit of an expeller for the spray. I use this Spectrum brand. You can find that at Whole Foods. Trader Joe's has a brand too if you would just want to do all your shopping at Trader Joe's. I open up the cauliflower rice. I'm going to do all 3 of these packages on the same tray. It'll be very full. But I don't want to have to do 2 entirely different trays. Usually about 2 bags is the max, but I will make 3 bags fit on 1 tray. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees. And I'm going to season my cauliflower rice with some salt and pepper. I have some salt. I'm going to go light on the salt because I also have from Trader Joe's this beautiful onion salt. It has onions and parsley and salt in the mix. And then I love black pepper with my cauliflower rice. So I'm going to sprinkle some black pepper on here. Mix it up. So spray your oil on top of all this. And then you can put it right into the oven. I'm going to set a timer because in about 10 minutes I'll check it. If it's burning, I'll toss it. If it's not burning yet, I'm going to put it back in. So 10 minutes and go. Next thing I'm going to do is get my vegetables ready. I'm going to roast those as well. I have this beautiful broccolini from Trader Joe's, and I like to trim off just the very end of the broccolini. Sometimes it gets really woody, really fibrous when it's down towards the end. And then look here, you've got some thicker pieces of broccolini. So let's chop those in half. I'll just cut them in half long ways. the big ones. It'll help them to cook a little bit better and more surface area to get more char. Go ahead and slice your broccolini in little slices. Take your sheet tray and we're going to put some tinfoil on the sheet tray. Spread your broccolini out. Take our salt. Onion salt. And then I have just garlic powder. Garlic powder is good on broccolini. I'm going to actually use avocado oil today. Avocado oil is a healthier fat. We have our broccolini ready. We can put this in the oven because it's at a high temperature. So we'll roast the broccolini at 400 degrees. We'll look at it in about 5 to 10 minutes and make sure it's not getting too cooked. So next I'm going to saute some mushrooms and some onions, and I have a red pepper. So I'm going to get the pan heated up to a medium heat. While we're heating up the pan, I'm going to clean my mushrooms and then chop them. So to clean your mushrooms, all you want to do is take a damp paper towel and wipe your mushrooms off. There's a little dirt that's on there from the growing process, so just clean it and set it down. So clean your mushrooms. And the dirt that's on these won't hurt you, so if you're in a hurry and you miss some dirt, don't worry about it. It's all good dirt. Only the best dirt for you. Okay, so my mushrooms are clean. I'm just going to give them a chop. I don't need to have them in like perfect little slices. I might just do like quarters or halves. I'm not too worried about it. So now that we have our mushrooms done, put a little bit of oil in the pan. For this, I'm going to use the spray oil for two reasons. One, the mushrooms soak up the oil. So if you put a ton of oil in there, your mushrooms are going to act like a sponge and soak up all of that oil. You don't want that. Not only is it going to taste bad, it's going to be a lot more fat and stuff than you expect. So a little bit of spray oil. That can is almost out. So drop your mushrooms into the pan. And you can toss them around lightly. Don't season them with any salt just yet, because the salt will pull out the moisture and make them rubbery. So we'll wait on the salt. You may as well wait for the pepper too. I'm going to chop up some onion, get the onion ready to put in the pan. This will be just slices of onion. The way I like to chop my onion is to cut the top and the bottom off, and then I've got it flat. I can cut it in half. Take the outer layer of the onion off. Then I have two clean halves of my onion. So you take your onions and you just turn it. Yes. So chop, chop, chop. There, perfect. So this beautiful onion ready to go. That's our timer for the cauliflower rice. Let's check that. This is exactly what I want. I have a few little bits that are charring, they're toasting up. I'll give it a quick little toss. Spread it back out. And then pop it back into the oven for another 10 minutes. So once you see that your mushrooms are starting to get a little bit of a brown on them, you can add your onions in. We'll just do all the onions. If I have any left over, I can put it in a container for my omelets tomorrow. So all you need to do is take your scissors and cut open the package. There's a lot of juice in the bottom, so just don't let it spill out and make a mess. And you've got your chicken breast right here. If you want to, you can put your juice in the bottom, depending on what you're doing with it, and you can use the juice to cook with. I'm going to take my chicken with me to go most of the time. I don't want to have to carry a knife with me, and I can usually have either a disposable fork or I can take a fork that I can bring home and wash, but I don't need to fiddle with a knife. So I'll go ahead and cut my chicken up now, and I don't have to worry about finding a knife while I'm out. So if I'm doing 2 chicken breasts per meal, I'll just take these, put them together, and slice them right down into strips. There's one portion. We're that close. We can get these portions together in no time flat now. Let's toss our onions. Yes. Let's check on our broccolini. Beautiful. I'm going to put my broccolini up here to rest. Oh yeah. So now our cauliflower rice is looking really nice. Turn the oven off. Get our chicken ready. Our onions are basically ready. Throw a little bit of salt and pepper in there now. I'll turn that off. This hand has chicken on it, so I'm holding it funny. Okay, so I've got 2 more piles of chicken to make, and then I'll throw it all into the containers. The point is to eat healthy, have meals ready for yourself so that you don't grab something that is totally unhealthy when you're starving to death, and make the meals taste good so that you're excited to have them. You can make your meal prep delicious and exciting. All you have to do is roast some cauliflower rice, roast some vegetables. You can find pre-cooked chicken breasts at Trader Joe's. You can saute yourself some onions. You can bake yourself your chicken, whatever you want to do, but you can make it super good and super simple for yourself. I've roasted off this cauliflower rice and these veggies and then some onions. I'm going to put it all together into these 6 containers. The cauliflower rice is a good low carb option. It has about 25 calories for 2/3 of a cup of cauliflower rice. There's about 2 carbs, and 2 of those carbs is sugar. So I'm going to take this cauliflower rice, divide it out between my 6 containers, and then I'll put the chicken on there, top it off with the onions, and the broccolini. It's delicious. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to take my cauliflower rice and put it on the bottom. I'm aiming for about a cup of cauliflower rice. That's somewhere around 25 calories. So I've got the cauliflower rice in the containers. I'm going to put my chicken on each one. It's already sliced up to make my life easier when I'm out and about. So I've got 2 chicken breasts per container. That's a little over 50 grams of protein just in the chicken. And then I have this beautiful onions and mushrooms mixture. It's really hot, so I'm not going to use my hands. Here I have some tongs over here. This is just for flavor, just a little extra flavor. It helps to dress up your dish. Any of these that you have left over, you can save them for breakfast, put them on your breakfast. We made a sausage casserole for the holidays. It was so good. It was sausage breakfast casserole. Tons of eggs, and then we used everything bagel seasoning on the bread that was in there. It was really good. And I had some of these onions left over from another meal. So I threw those on top when we had that same breakfast casserole for dinner one night. It changed the whole flavor profile. It made it taste like dinner. It was so good. I'll take my broccolini and divide these out between my 6 containers. And guys, that is it. So we have our beautiful cauliflower rice with some chicken breast and sautéed mushrooms and onions with broccolini. This will be excellent for you for when you come in from work, come in from the gym. You can take these with you to work or to the gym. These meals are good for probably around 4 days. So you have 4 days to eat all of this. Having it on hand will help you make better choices. And you know, this is one of my very favorite go-tos. So now you've seen this meal, you've seen some stir fry that I've done with some of the same kind of ingredients. You're going to see my beef, beets, and lentils soon, and let me know what else you want to see. I'll show you some of my easy tricks for making meal prep when you cook everything yourself. Just subscribe to my channel, and we're going to build this channel and make it healthy for everybody. We want to make it healthy and fun. So thanks for joining, and I'm Chef Andy with andysbites.com, and I look forward to seeing you soon, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.